Hello everyone, let's do today paper 2 of mathematics, Cambridge Lower Secondary checkpoint. Time is 1 hour. This is paper of April 2020, paper 2. So you are allowed to use calculator in this. Other requirements are geometrical instruments, then tracing paper. You all know the instructions. You must read all the instructions before you start the paper, because you need to answer the question according to the requirement of the question. So let's start. Question 1. Calculate the square root of 74. So you need the square root of 74. As this is a calculator paper, you can easily find out square root from here. Square root 74. So this is, let me write down first whatever are we getting here. It is 8.602325. So the question says give your answer correct to one decimal place. So we need it one decimal place. So we need to check after that. So after one decimal place you have 0 here, so we are, which is less than 5, so we are not changing it at all. So our final answer will be 8.6. Question number 2. Simplify these expressions. The first one is f plus f plus f plus f. So this is 4f. There are 4 f's, so 4 times f is 4f. Other one, 2y plus 6 minus y plus 1. So we need to combine the like terms. So 2y minus y, 2 minus y, 2 minus 1, that is 1, that is 1 by 1 times y, will just write down y. The other one then 6 plus 10, 6 plus 1, both are positive, so we are going to add them. Simple. 6 plus 1 is 7, so final answer is y plus 7. Question number 3. Simplify fully this ratio. So we have this ratio here, so we need to simplify. It's just like the fraction. So you can see we need to look a number that can divide both of them. So divide this by 2, both sides. So you will get here 12 divided by 2 is 6 ratio. 30 divided by 2 is 15. So now again we have another number that can divide both of them. Let's say this is 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2 and 15 divided by 3 is 5. So now we cannot divide these two numbers by any common number. So that is the answer, 2 ratio 5. Now question number 4. Some trees are planted in row of 10. Complete the formula to find the total number of trees T in R rows. In R rows, T, we need to formulate a formula. T equals to what? So now let me generalize this thing. So if we can see trees, we are given that trees in one row are equals to 10. So how many trees will be there? Trees in 2 rows will be 10 times 2. That means 20 trees. Trees in 3 rows, that will be 10 times 3. Then continue. So we are given now in R rows. He is asking to find out total number of trees in R rows. So instead of these numbers, if you have R, you don't know exactly, this is somewhere the number. So that will be 10 times R. So our final answer will be 10 times R, that is 10 R. Question number 5. Chen rolls a dice and records the scores each time. The results are shown in the table. So we have scores here. Score on dice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 6, and we are given the frequency. So 1 is coming 9 times, 2 is coming 14 times, something like that. So the question is calculate his mean score. As you can see in the frequency, this is a frequency table. So 1 is coming 9 times. So this is the score on the dice. So in these type of questions, you need to take how many times you are getting, like 1 is getting 1 times 9, that is 9. Then 2 is 14 times, which is 28. Then 3 times 2, that is 6. Then you have 4 times 12, that is 48. Then 5 times 8 is 40. 6 times 5 is 30. So we will add them together. So when you add them together, we are going to get, it is at 161. So now how many outcomes? They are 6 here. So don't get confused here. This is the score. So that means dice. These are the score on the dice. So usually students are taking now divided by 6. We are not dividing by 6. We have the frequency here. So how many times we actually did the experiment. So you need to total all of them. 9 plus 14 plus 2 plus 12 plus 8 plus 5. This is 50. Okay. So now we will calculate mean. So mean is this total of all this, which is 161 divided by 50. So when you divide this, this will be 3.22. So our answer is 3.22 in this case. Question number 6. Find the volume of the cuboid. This is very simple. You are given a cuboid with all the dimensions. So you all know that volume of cuboid is length times width times height. So that is 10 times 6 times 7. 6 times 7 is 42. 42 times 10, 420. 420. Now you can see there is a gap, this and this. So you need to write down unit also. They all are in centimeters. So centimeter, we are multiplying centimeter 3 times. So that is centimeter cubed. Volume of unit of volume is always a centimeter cubed. Question 7. Work out 1 plus 2.5 squared minus 1 plus 2.5 squared, and then bracket close. So if you look at the first glance, students always will make mistake here. They look same and they are going to write answer this minus this is 0, but they are not same exactly. You see there is square outside the bracket, and here you have square only on 2.5. so we can use calculator directly in this case. So don't forget to write down brackets there. First you will write down bracket 1 plus bracket 1 plus 2.5 bracket close, then there is a square, then minus again bracket 1 plus 2.5 square. Now it's squared first, 2.5 squared, then bracket close. Then we see this is your answer is 5. So we are going to put 5 here. Or if you want to do this not directly all the calculations, you are not comfortable, so do in step by step. There, this is 1 plus 2.5. So 2.5 plus 1, it will be 3.5 squared minus 1 plus 2.5 times 2.5, it is 6.25. So this is 3.5 squared minus this will be 7.25. So 3.5 squared is 12.25 minus 7.25. So when you subtract these two, this is 0 here, 12 minus 7, that is 5. So you can do in any of the ways that I have shown you here. Question number 8. Here is the formula V equals to A in bracket B minus 5 whole squared. Work out the value of V when A is 4 and B is 8. We are given the value, so we can write down this again, B minus 5 squared. A is 4, replace A by 4, then B is 8 minus 5, then squared. 4, we need to use BIDMAS here. For that we are going to solve bracket first, and then in the bracket it is 8 minus 5, that is 3 squared. So 4 times 3 squared is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. So our final answer will be 36. Question 9. Angelic travels 75 miles. Jamila travels 115 kilometers. Show that Angelic traveled farther than Jamila. So we are given two distances in different units. So for Angelic, and this is for Jamila. Angelic is 75. He travels 75 miles, and Jamila travels 115 kilometers. So as you know that mile is a bigger unit, and 1 mile is equals to 1.6 kilometers. So 1 mile is 1.6 kilometer. So 75 miles, to convert them, we are going to multiply this 1.6. It will convert this into kilometers. So when you multiply this, sorry, there is no decimal here, it's 75. 75 times 1.6, let me write it again. 75 times 1.6, this is 120 kilometers. So we can see this distance is more. So that's what we need to show, that Angelic has traveled farther than Jamila. So we can write down hence proved. Question 10. Expand 2a, then we have in bracket 2 of them. So we are just expanding the bracket. 2a times 2b minus, then you have 2a will multiply by this, 2a times 3b. So now 2 times 2, first you multiply the numbers. 2 times 2 is 4, then you multiply the variables. A times b is ab, minus again numbers first. 2 times 3 is 6, ab. Sorry, there is a only here, we have a only here. So this will be 6a squared. Let me write this again, sorry for that. 2 times 2, 4 ab, minus 6a times a is a squared. So this is our final answer. So 4ab minus 6a squared. Question 11. Write the missing numbers in the box. Dash percent of 250 is 75. Then you have 75% of something is 300. So let's do one by one. So you need to know this number. So that means that you have something, let's say it is x over 100 times 250, and this is given to us as 75. So we need to find out the value of x here. So x will be from here 75, this one, times, this is going this way, times 100 over 250. So let's calculate this. 75 times 100 equals to, divided by 250, so which is 30. So this is 30, so this will go here. Okay, now the second one, 75% means over 100 of something. Let's say this is, again we can put y here, equals to 300. Now you need the value of y, that it will go here 300 times 100 over 75. So let's calculate that one. 300 times 100 equals this, divided by 75. Okay. Let's do 300 times 100 divided by 75, which is 400. So that will go in this box. Question number 12. These are instructions on box of grass seeds. The instructions are here. 1.5 kilogram of seed will cover an area of 48 meters squares. So work out the amount of grass seeds that needed to cover an area of 256 meters squares. Now, as you can see in the instructions, we are given here seeds in kilograms versus you have area in meter squares. So 1.5 kg of seeds will cover area of 48 meter squares. So now the question is, work out the amount of grass seed that needed to cover an area. So area of 256, it will go under area 256, and we need to know this, how much amount of the grass seeds. So let's say this is x. Now just cross multiply to find out x. So it will be x times 48 equals to 1.5 times 256. There is no decimal here, so this is 1.5 times 256. So x will be 1.5 times 256 divided by 48. So when you calculate this, this will become 8. So answer is 8. Question 13. Round to two significant figures. So we are rounding this to two significant figures. Two significant figures are here. So we are going to check this for the significancy. We have this, after this 4 there is 5, which is more than 5 or more, then you are going to add 1 here. So this will be 0.05. Okay, so two significant figure. So 0 after decimal, this is significant. So our answer will be 0.05. Now next we have two significant figures here. So we need to check again the next. There is no decimal place here. So this 8 is more than 5. So we are gonna add 1 again here. So that will be 17, then 3 zeros with that. So you can see there are two significant figures now, 1 and 7. Question number 14. A circle has diameter 8 centimeters. Calculate the circumference of the circle. We know that the circumference of circle has formula pi d. So pi times d is 8. So you can directly use pi from the calculator. Pi times d, we have here shift, then pi is here, pi times, and d is 8, which is 25.13. It is 25.13 centimeters are already there. Question number 15. Find the value of x. You see we have here 9 times 3 times 9 over 9 power 6 equals to 9 power x. So everything is 9 power something. So you need to use the power exponent rules here. So as you know, the rules of like this exponents, a power m times a power n is a m plus n. So we will use that here. 9, it's 3 here, there nothing, it means there is 1. 3 plus 1 and 9 power 6 equals to 9 power x. And the second rule that we have, a power m, if there is division sign, then we subtract the powers. Okay, so now we have here 9, this is 9 power 4 up here, and divided by 9 power 6. So that means we will subtract the powers. So this is here. So then this 9 power 4 minus 6, it's negative 2, 9 power x. So now we can equate the powers. You can see base is same, so x will be this one here. So x is equal to negative 2. Question 16. It's a long question of 2 marks. here are some descriptions of how variable y changes with the time. So we have some explanations here. Let's see first the question. For each graph, write the letter of description that best describes this shape. So we have different shapes here. We have time along here and y along y-axis. So we have different descriptions here. So we will see to which of these graphs it will match. So let's start with the first one. The height y of water, now y is water here, in a bath as someone gets in and then after few minutes gets out and takes the plug out. So now just consider practically, if you are going to bath, so you will fill the bath tub with the water. So that means your water level will be somewhere above there. So you can see water level, it seems to be this one or this one. So this one, if you see the height, the bath height y of the bathtub as someone gets in. When you get in, so level of water will goes up. So water goes up here, and then in few seconds it gets out. You will stay some time there, then you are coming out, water level will go up down again, then you takes out the plug, then water will be empty by taking out the plug. So this is the best graph that describes the description A. So we are going to put A in this. So we are done with A. Now B, the distance y traveled by a runner who starts very fast and gradually slows down. So you can see what graph is here, which is rising up and slows down. So this is going back, this is also coming back, this is just going up. So this is the graph that will be like he's running fast, then he's slows down. So we can write down here B. So we are done with B. Now part C. The speed y of train which leaves a station speeds up and then slows down to stop again to the next station. So it's very simple here. Train starts, slows down, then again goes to the stationary. That speed is 0 there. This is C. Now C is done. D. The distance from home y traveled by someone walking from home at constant speed to shop, and then after shopping walking home again at constant speed. So there is some stationary point. We are left with these two now. So he's coming back. Coming back means it will show this one. Someone is going at rest, then coming back. So this is the D here. So the next one, even you need not to read that one. So that will be E, which is the only one which is left. But let's see what is that. The speed y of cyclist who cycles slows up a hill and then accelerates down to down the other side. So it's represented by this. So this is how you will figure it out about the description which is given to you. You need to match these with all the 5 graphs that are given to you. Question 17. Factorize 5b squared minus 3b. So we need to find out what is common. If first we need to look at numbers 5 and 3, there is nothing common. Then you have b squared and 3b. So sorry, b squared and b. So b can be taken out. So if you take out b from here, you will have 5b minus 3. So that's the answer. B 5b minus 3. Question 18. The diagram shows a cuboid. The length, width and height of cuboids are different. Write down the number of plane of symmetry of this cuboid. So we will see plane of symmetry. So plane of symmetry, like the diagram that the plane that divide it into same parts. So one is this, the other one is this way, like this, and 1 2 and the other one will be this way, this side here. So in total they are 3. So one you can cut from here, another one here, the last one this side. So total number of line of symmetry is 3 in this case. Question 19. D is directly proportional to T. So we know that D is equal to, that means KT. It is directly proportional to T with the constant. When T is 3, D is 36. So replace these values. When D is here 36 and T is, K times T is 3. So divide by 3, divide by 3. This is gone. So you can get value of K. 36 divided by 3 is 12. So we got value of K as 12. Find the formula of D connecting D and T. So that means you have this D equals to K T. So that means D and K is 12. So replace it with that. So this is the formula that we have derived. D equals to 12 T. Part B. Find T when D is 66. So now we have just done that D is equal to 12 times T. Find T when D is 66. Let's say D is 66 here. So this is 12 times T. So divide by 12 both sides. So you will get value of T, which 66 divided by 12 is 5.5. Question C. Draw the graph of the relationship between D and T while T is value of T 0 less than equal to T less than equals to 10. That means that value of T is between 0 and 10 and also included because with 0 and 10 because there is equal sign. So as you know, the formula we have just derived there, 12 T. So we can just write a small table of values here, T and D. So if T is 0, then D will be T is 0, T is also 0. Then let's say T is 10. We can take the extreme value. If T is 10, then D will be 12 times T, that is 10. So it will be 120. Okay, so you can take another value, but even two values are enough, but we can take another value. So let's say we can this is T here, so I can just take, let's say 5 here. So if T is 5, then D will be 12 times T, that is 60. So the question is like draw the graph. So we need to draw the graph of this with these values. So when D is 0, T is 0. So this is the point. And then when T is 10, T 10 here, and D is 120. 120 is this point here. And if T is 5, T 5 here, and D is 60. T 5, D 60. Go this along. This is the line of 5 here up to 60. 60 is here. Then we will just join the line with the ruler. So from here, you need to use pencil for that. I'm just showing with pen because you can see it well with red color. So that's it. So that's the graph of this question. Question 20. A quadrilateral is shown in the grid below. We have this quadrilateral here. Show how the quadrilateral tessellates. Draw 5 more of these quadrilaterals. So we are drawing 5 more of these kind of quadrilaterals. So what is tessellation? Tessellation is like when you repeat the same shape without any gaps. That makes a pattern. So this quadrilateral I can join here. We have this here 1 2. So this side we have 1 2. So it can be, so 1 quadrilateral, another one. So these are 2 gaps here. You can just join here with the 2, and another one will be at this point like this. So the next one is here. So the next is here, 1 2. this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and one more and 5. So you can see we have repeated this same quadrilateral in different rotations without any gap to make this pattern, which is called tessellation. Question 21. Here are 5 coordinates of the 5 points. Cross the point that is not on the line with the equation this. So we have this equation y equals to 5x minus 3. Cross the point, so that means there is only one point which is not on this, others are on this line. So that means that these coordinates will satisfy this value. So let's see. So one by one, this is coordinate for x, the next one is for y. So here y is equal to 5x minus 3. So y is 37 and 5 times x is 8 minus 3. So 5 times 8 is 40. 40 minus 3 is 37. So this is the solution. So no, we are not going to cross this out. Second one, in this second one now, so y is 5x minus 3. Then we have to check the value for this is y, this is x. Y negative 7, 5 times x is negative 2 minus 3. 5 times 2 is negative 10, negative 3. This is negative 13. So now we can see these two are not equal. So that means this is not the point which is on this coordinate. So we are going to put cross on that. So other points will also come like this. They will come same. So if you want to check, you can check. But otherwise, because this was only one point, so we already got that. So there is no need to go further for that. The table shows the mean and range of the number of customers at a restaurant on Mondays and Thursdays. So this is mean and this is range. The restaurant manager says the number of customers on Mondays is less variable than on Thursdays. So the question is explain why manager is correct. So he has given us manager is correct. So we need to find the analysis from given this information why he is correct. So if you look at the mean, so we cannot use mean for this when we are looking for something variable or the change, then we also we should always compare with the range. So we can say the range of Mondays is less than the range on Thursdays. So we can write down because the range of Mondays, which is 14, is less than the range of Thursdays, and Thursdays is 20. So 14 is less than 20. Question 23. Convert 2 by 7 to decimal. Give your answer to 2 decimal places. So how you convert this? You are going to 4 times multiply 7 plus 2, which is 4 times 7 is 28 plus 2, which is 30. So over 7. So this is 30 over 7. And so let's calculate 30 divided by 7. This is 4.285. 4.285. But he said like it should be to 2 decimal places. So 2 decimal places is here. So as this one is here 5 or more, so we have to add 1 here. So that will be 4.29. Let's move to question number 24. The scale shows the mass of a van. So this is the mass given to us. Write down the mass of the van in tons. So this scale is in kilograms and we need to represent this into tons. So as you can see here, this is scale is divided in 500, gap of 500. So that means if this is 2500, this is 2600, then 700, 800, 2900 and 3000. So this is in the middle, so 2650. So this reading is 2650 kilograms. So we need to convert this into tons. Like you know that 1 ton is equal to 1000 kilogram. So we are converting smaller unit into bigger, so we are going to divide this by 1000. So it will be 2.650 tons. Next question, number 25. Find the nth term for this sequence. We are given this sequence, we need to find out nth term. As you know, the formula of nth term is Tn a plus n minus 1 times d, where, let me explain, a is the first term of the sequence and n is the nth term and d is the common difference. So here in this case, if you see, the first term is a and the common difference 8 minus 3 is 5, 13 minus 8 is 5, so difference is of 5. So common difference is 5, so we can just substitute the values to find out the nth term. So n is, a is 3 plus n minus 1 times d is 5. So we will open the bracket first. 5 times n is 5n, then 5 times minus 1 is 5. So combine the like terms. So 5n, 3 minus 5 is negative 2. So that is our answer. Question number 26. Here are some currency exchange rates. 1 US dollar is 7.76 HK dollars. 1 US dollar is 1.47 New Zealand dollars. Work out 1000 HK dollars in New Zealand dollars. So now if you see this, if you compare this, the left hand side of both these two are equal. So 1 US dollar equals to this, 1 US dollar this. So that means if this is equal, thus this is also gonna be equal. So that means we can write it down as 7.76 HK dollars are equal to 1.47 New Zealand dollars. Okay. So now work out the value of 1000 HK dollars. HK dollars are here, so we are going to put this value here equals to how much. So now just cross multiply. So it will give you x times 7.76 and this is 1.47 times 1000. So divide by 7.76, divide by 7.76. So when you calculate this, this is 189.43. You can directly use calculator for that. Question 27. A square and a regular hexagon. Square and regular hexagon are joined together along one edge. They are joined together here on this edge. So find angle BAC. Angle BAC. This is mentioned here. We need to find out this angle. As you know, like this is a 360 turn here, this one at this point A. So for that we need to know these two angles and the third one. So this one is very clear, as this is a square, so this will be 90 degrees. Okay, now let's see this one. How much is this angle? So as you can see, this is a hexagon, so it can be divided into 4 triangles. So one of the triangle have angles, sum is 180 times 4, that is 720. So how many angles are there in there? 6. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So divide this, 720 divide by 6, that is 120. So this will give us this value. Measure of one angle is 120. So now we need to know this angle, as this total angle is, this total is 360. So we are going to subtract from, first add these two, 90 plus 120. So 0, 9 plus 2, 11, this is 210. So this from here to here is 210 here. So we need the remaining angle. So then 360. Full turn is 360 minus 210. So this is 150 degrees. Question 28. Mia buys 50 coats at $28 each. She sells 38 of these coats at $49 each. She sells the rest of the coats at $40 each. Find the overall profit percentage profit. So that means we know that there is profit. So for that we need to compare buying price and the selling price. So buying price of the coats, that is she bought 50 coats at $28 each. So that means $28 times 50. So total cost, this when you multiply, this comes out to be 1,400. That is the buying price. Now she sells in two different prices. So the first one, so let's compare the selling price. So the selling price is 38 coats, like 49. So that is 49 times 38, and rest means the remaining is like how many were total were 50, and out of that 38 she already sold here, and the remaining, like this amount, is by $40 each. Okay, so now when you multiply these two, 48, sorry, this is 49, yeah. So 49 times 38, we are given 49. So this is 1,862 plus this is 12 times 40. So 1862 plus 12 times 4, 480. So when you add them together, this is $2,342. So this is the selling price of all the coats. So now we need to calculate the profit. So what is the profit? First we are going to subtract this to find out the profit. So profit is 2,342 minus 1,400. So subtract this, you will get here $942. So we need profit percentage. So profit percentage will be the profit made on the price, which was 1,000, starting price 400 times 100. So when you calculate this is 67.2 percentage. 67.2. Question 29. Hassan travels by bus to work every morning. The bus is either green or blue or yellow. The table shows information about the probabilities of each color. So you can see color of the bus is here. Probability is 2x, 2x and x. Calculate the value of x. As we know, the total of probabilities is always 1. So 2x plus 2x plus 1, x is 1. So 2 plus 2, 4 plus 1 is 5. 5x is 1. So x will be 1 over 5 or 0.2. So value of x is 0.2. Work out the probability that Hassan's bus is either blue or yellow. So either blue or yellow. Blue is, so we'll take blue plus yellow. So blue is 2x and yellow is x. So that is 3x. So we have the value of x from here, which is 0.2. So times 0.2, which is 0.6. So this is the answer here. Find the inverse function of y equals to 3x. This is question 30. So as you know what we do to find out the inverse function, first you swap x and y. So x is equal to 3y. When you swap 3 and y, then find the value of y in terms of x, that is 3x, x over 3. So this is the inverse function. This was very simple question, x over 3. Okay, so question 31. This is last question of this paper. ABCD is a square with side length of 8 units. So we have this square here, ABCD. All the sides are of 8 units. The coordinates of D are P and Q. The square is translated so that B moves to point D. So B is moved to D. Write down the coordinates of new point A. So we need to find out coordinates of new point A in terms of P and Q. So in our answer, P and Q will be there. So we can do this by the this tracing paper. So I've already copied this square on this tracing paper. So we have this square ABCD. So remember that we have this, all these sides are 8 all around. This is 8, this is 8, and this is 8. So what is the question? The question says like the square is translated so that B moves to D. This B has been brought to point D here like this. So find new points of A. So this is A here. So as you can see here, when you moved here, D here was Q. So that means this point will remain same as D is here, Q. This is the Q point. And now see P was here and it is moved left hand side 8 units. So that means P, it was P before, so now it will be P minus 8. Simple. So the coordinates will be P minus 8 and Q, that we are going to write down here in the answer. P minus 8 and Q. Let me explain you again. This question is bit tricky. So we have B is moved here down, B is moved down here. So when A is coming like this, A is here. So as you can see, this coordinate, Y coordinate remains same. So that is Q. So Q will remain here, and P is moved 8 units towards left hand side. So that means P minus 8. So this answer will be P minus 8 here. So that's the end of this paper. So I hope you understood every question. I tried to explain step by step from students' point of view. If there is anything you don't understand, you can write me in comment section, and please share it with your friends and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much.